Hi folks, how you doing? WrestleTrueResults303.com. Check out the website. Link in the description box. Got a couple free gifts there for you. Mind, body, spirit, fitness. Putting the healing back in health. We always have to heal ourselves, mind, body, or spirit, just depending where you're at on that journey. Coming at you today with the hidden meaning of circumcision. This is just, this is just a thought that I picked up from Theology of the Body, a study guide by Christopher West. Actually, it's his thoughts. I'm just bringing it to you because I thought it was interesting. So for Catholics, we always see the Bible in a typology way. And typology means the old is revealed in the new is revealed in the old. And so we'll just start with women at first when we talk about circumcision, which is kind of weird, right? So when a woman's giving birth, once again, her blood becomes one with this baby. She is sacrificing her blood to help this baby through the umbilical cord, right? She is sacrificing her own flesh as the vessel carrying the baby. And then, of course, after the baby, after the pregnancy has occurred, the woman even herself will come, will most likely have stretch marks afterwards. That's just a sign of a woman giving birth. She's most likely going to have stretch marks. And then it's just kind of a reminder of the of the gift God has given you of child and motherhood and a bond with a child. So once again, that is blood and flesh, right? Because during the pregnancy itself, there could be a lot of blood, and then of course the stretch marks afterwards. That's the sign of the flesh, the sacrifice of the flesh. So with the new covenant, God was actually doing the same thing with Abram. After he told him to perform circumcision, it was, now your name is Abraham, you descendants as great as the stars, things like that. So what is circumcision? It itself is a sacrifice of man's blood and flesh. Because of course, circumcision, once you cut the foreskin off of the genitalia, now you have sacrificed your blood and flesh. So God was just giving us a reminder of the importance of the sexual act and an importance of having a child. Because of course, as men, once we impregnate our wives and they're going through that 9 months, we don't really have a connection with the baby. We don't really have any connection with the child because it's not growing inside of us. The child knows the mom knows the child, every single movement, but we don't have anything. We just have her say, oh, I heard a kid, come fill my belly, right? She knows all the movements and things like that. And they're growing that special bond between them. And you kind of feel left out. So this is God's way of letting you know you're not left out. You're still a part of this journey of fatherhood. And, even though right now it doesn't seem like it, even at all times, you will be a part of the birthing process. So, and once again, like I said, it is for us just like a woman. Now it's God saying you must sacrifice your own flesh and blood. This isn't a just sleep around type thing. In today's society, we are told, oh, you're a man, you're supposed to conquer as many women as possible. And since we've been fed this lie, now unfortunately comes the feminist movement of you're Miss Independent. And now the women, unfortunately, are getting into this thing. And, they're like, just sleep around, it's okay. And unfortunately, now the women are being misguided because, of course, we as men are starting to realize the concept of what a man is that we've been told is wrong. But now the women, they're looking at that same blueprint and saying, okay, I'm going to follow it because that's what it is to be a man. So to be an independent woman, I've got to do the same thing almost. So now we're getting stuck in two separate lies. We've been lied to as men. We have fallen short. And all of a sudden now women have kind of fallen into that same concept and they're being misled. We're both being misled and we're both lost in this world of over-sexuality, right? So like I said, once again, it comes down to teaching, which is, of course, in the Christian religion, once Christ comes up, the sacredness of sex, right? The sacredness of marriage, one flesh, to become one flesh. They're joined together. Let no man separate what God has united together. Once again, it just ties into that sacredness of sex and its relation to marriage, and then marriage itself as a sacrament, as something that is sacred between a man and a woman. So it all kind of ties in there. And then it's the same thing for men. It could be a simple reminder that, when you're about to slip up, whether it be premarital sex, adultery, masturbation, things like that, it is that sign stamped in your flesh that you look down and you're like, no, I'm a child of God. I'm here to live for God. God is looking out for me, right? And then it could have been the same thing he used as Christ on the cross when they stripped him naked. Anybody who was there that might not have been a part of the Jewish faith would have seen circumcision and been like, that's a Jew. That's a Jewish man right there. They would have known just from seeing Jesus naked on that cross that he was a Jew. And then, of course, the King of the Jews, the one that they would have been like, wow, what's so important about this Jew? Why is he being crucified? And then, of course, like we said, going into the new covenant, Christ sacrifices his body and his blood, and then we celebrate that in the Eucharist with the consuming of the body and blood of Christ. So once again, it's the old revealed in the new revealed in the old. It's all one big circle. It comes back, same thing with the original Passover, right? It was the sacrifice of the lamb, eating the flesh, sprinkling the blood. So once again, it's the typology and the hidden meanings of this that can lead us through life as a reminder once we're able to see and be opened up to that point of view. So like I said, that was Christopher West, one of his thoughts on theology of the body. I thought it was great for, the hidden meaning of circumcision. And I'm sure I missed something, but it happened. So, I hope this helps, gives you something to think about, contemplate, wonder, and, helps you move forward in your faith. So once again, subscribe to the channel, share and like these videos.